Ready?
All right, so I am Caitlin Douglas with Hood Politics, and I have a presentation today, and it's going to be a little bit about language and how it's relative to urban individuals, okay? All right, so Hood Politics. So what is Hood Politics? Let's start there. Hood Politics is an educational initiative focused on educating residents in low voting precincts about politics, government policy, voting rights, the law, and power dynamics as it applies to the urban individual. Okay? Our ultimate goal is to create more informed citizens so that you basically don't have an excuse to say you didn't know something, because now you know, and now you have a choice as an informed individual to be able to go and, exercise your right as a citizen, okay? So our mission is to educate urban youth and young adults about their political power using clear language and simple terminology in an environment close to home. Okay? Everybody, I think, knows who they are.
Yeah.
So they are urban youth in those pictures at that time, but that's Cuban, Junior, Ice Cube, and one of my husbands, Morris Chestnut, and John Singleton on set of Boys of the Hood, okay?
Yeah.
So, all right, so how it works. What we do is we partner with young community leaders working in the political and public sector to help answer the questions that so many urban individuals have on a level of understanding synonymous with their everyday life. That's just a lot of language to say we speak Ebonics for people, okay? We meet people where they are, and a lot of times we don't like to use jargon, because jargon is just it's just too much, you know what I mean? It's too much for people, even somebody who's college educated like myself. Sometimes I'm like, okay, what, so that's what that is. So do you speak Ebonics? And I want Jasmine to play, and I would like Kristen to play, and if people are watching, you can play. So do you speak Ebonics? So we're gonna have a turn, and I'm gonna pull it up, and y'all are gonna say what y'all think it means.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go from there, okay? All right. Playing on my top.
Okay.
Playing on my top.
Of my game.
Oh, I think that means you playing with me. Don't come for me. Like I'm not doing that with you right now.
That's what it means.
Okay, I'm glass half full.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna think
Okay.
glass half full.
Okay, that's fine. But playing on my top, it means stop playing with me.
Okay.
But it can be lighthearted. You know what I mean? It can be lighthearted. Okay. Let's do another one. Buddy. This is a Shreveport term.
Okay, that's condescending since you've already flipped the script.
What is buddy? What is buddy?
In the sense of the definition, it would mean my friend. But if we're gonna flip the
Flip
script,
it, yeah.
you're being condescending. Like really?
That's lame. You're lame.
Yeah. I see what you're doing though.
Yeah.
You are
I'm
glass
trying.
half full. Okay, let's see. 5.
At some point, yes.
She knows.
Fire.
Catching up to
Stallion.
Ooh, that's thebomb.com.
That's a good one though.
Yes.
Stallion.
I was thinking like the top of the game.
Yep.
The winner.
Yeah,
Got
that
it
could be.
You look
got
good.
Know any stallions?
Uh-huh.
Stallion.
Yes.
You're a stallion.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're a stallion too.
Finna hit a lick.
Oh,
About to do this thing.
got it.
She
Boom.
actually-
All right.
It means I'm about to go, grind, hustle, or come up, or
Okay.
go try to make some money. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
This one, big.
All right. It's solid. It's set.
No, it's right.
That's right. Okay. And I think I have period. The end.
No questions.
Point blank.
Over with.
I think all the black women are like,
Yeah.
solidified on, we know what that is. Don't play with me, period.
Okay.
Okay, so how we do it? What we do is we will host kickbacks at one smart facility in one low voting precinct each day with our partner community leaders as facilitators of the day. So what I do is pretty much say I will get with Jasmine, who's an educator and she teaches English, right? Say I want to teach kids how to say the things they say every day, how to code switch, right? I would invite Jasmine over to let kids know what code switching is and how to speak their language, but in other settings. You see what I'm saying? So things like that. And we don't just do things about politics. It's called hood politics for a reason, because the things that we consider politics at the hood are things that matter to us, right? So it could be art, it could be entertainment, it could, especially entertainment, it could be sports, you know, things that we care about in our communities. But what we want to do is teach people how to apply those things in real life situations to help better their lives, okay? So that's pretty much what we do. We handpick facilitators who are able to relate to urban culture and speak urban slang. So we are changing the narrative that you have to speak, look, or dress a certain way to be educated about your rights and your government. We do not like the stigma that because I wear overalls or I wear Vans or because my hair is a certain way, it limits my ability to learn, to listen, or to go out and vote, or to know anything about governmental policies or politics or economics or any of those things. We have got to start teaching young urban children that you are not what you look like. You are this and you're not this, okay? This is an extension of you. And I'm a publicist by trade, and so the importance of imagery is very important to me. So teaching kids and teaching young adults and just teaching people, period, that how you present yourself as an extension of you. You could, the sky's the limit, you know what I mean? Drag queens. Drag queens are a perfect example. You know, people, they feel how they feel about drag queens, but drag queens are creative and colorful and big, and they don't look anything like that when they're not in drag, right? So literally, you're an extension of yourself. So what we do is guests can enjoy food and drinks at the Hood Politics Kickbacks and speak as freely as they wish, and we do mean as freely as you wish. We do not believe in policing anybody's speech. We fully encourage people to utilize their First Amendment right to freedom of speech, okay? But we don't limit them, and they speak as freely as they wish about issues surrounding and affecting them every single day. All are welcome to participate and engage. I don't know if you guys know who that is. That is Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, sure is.
Kendrick Lamar, he is one of the most vocal and most politically, I would say, aware artist of our time right now. He's, in my opinion, becoming the Tupac of our generation in a sense, where he's encouraging young black children and urban youth that, hey, you know, just because people say that you have to be this, you don't have to be this, or letting people know that it's okay to know about your history because look at me, look what I'm doing, I'm still aware of who I am, and, you know, so you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we have an email. Our Instagram is at HoodPoliticsSHB. Our Facebook is Hood Politics. If you put it in the username format, you can put at I Speak Ebonics, and Hood Politics will pop right up. Okay. And our email is actually changed. It's it's the Instagram at gmail.com. Okay. So that's pretty much my presentation. And then I'll just take the last few minutes just to let you guys know about myself. I don't know if I can move that over all the way. But I am 25. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, from the Moortown area, really Forest Oaks, which is still Moortown, right by the airport, okay? I went to 3 different elementary schools here. I went to Cattleman Magnet, and I went to Southwood High School. From Southwood High School, I went to Northwestern State University. I studied nursing the first 2 years I was there. Hated it. And so I changed into a double major of psychology and mass communications. I decided to take my associates because I figured that school really was not the path for me. And I decided to be an entrepreneur. I started my business, which is Once You Go Black LLC. And I originally started making natural hair care products because I'm a natural hair girl. And in networking and finding my way, I started to create an annual event called Link Fest, which I do. It is actually going to be in November this year. I found that in my different unique experiences, you know, I've experienced a lot of different levels of trauma in the education system, in my home environment, in my community, and I was bullied like relentlessly. I had to go to 3 different elementary schools because I was bullied so badly. I was bullied all through grade school. In college, I was like a social butterfly. Everybody liked me. They wanted me to be a part of their organizations. And now I find myself to be a community leader in the arts. And so what I find in every single dynamic is that people just want to be accepted for who they are. And at every level, politicians want you to get them to like them, right? Likability politics is a big deal here, especially in the South, right? if people like you, they feel like they know you. So a lot of people are just wanting to be understood, and I think the biggest aim for hood politics is to let people know that you don't have to change who you are to be great, to change the world, to be dynamic. The person I have on my shirt today is a perfect example of, Malcolm X. He didn't deny his history. He didn't deny that he used to be pretty much a pimp. You know what I mean? He didn't deny that he came from humble beginnings. He didn't deny that. Martin Luther King Jr., he doesn't deny his identity. You know what I mean? And so I think one of the biggest things that I try to do in these presentations is get people to understand the importance of accepting and finding yourself, because through self, everything else happens and grows and thrives. And hood politics is just really aiming to show people that you can care about your community and still be cool. Like, and even if you're not even, you shouldn't even care about being cool. You should care about your community because it's where you're from. You know what I mean? It's where you're from. And if you don't have a strong sense of identity in yourself, you can never help anything grow. You can never achieve what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? At any level, there's a lot of billionaires who have committed suicide, and they had as much money as anybody could ever want, right? Money isn't going to make you happy. You loving yourself is going to make you happy. And so through hood politics, we try to tell people, it's important that you know who you are and walk in who you are. And so that's pretty much my presentation. And if you guys have questions after this, I will be sticking around for a little bit.
Thank you. Awesome.